Greetings, fellow shut-ins. This is the second installment of G-Talk. So I hope that as each day passes by, we find a way to adjust to our new norm. And in those interesting sideline adventures, we find new and previously never thought of activities that we can do to pass the time. Today I just did an amazing job cleaning our master bedroom bathroom, and every day I'm going to choose another room in the house. So I think that we can all agree that our houses, no matter how much we clean, will be much cleaner after this whole thing is over. Because at some point, what else is there to do except clean? I did go out to the post office this morning with my green face mask and my purple latex gloves, and I sprayed, and there was one other person at the post office, and as I was walking out, I took out my Santa wipes and I said, "Would you like me to clean the credit card pad?" And they said, "No, that's okay." And I went, "Okay," and I walked out. So in my wildest dreams, I would never think that I would go in public wearing what I was wearing and looking the way I do. But whoever thought we'd be living in a global pandemic? So anyway, I'm going to start with a couple of positive stories, little headlines that I think make the world a better place. The first one is about a Jewish Brazilian cosmetics magnate who donated 1.7 tons of gel alcohol to fight the coronavirus. And he is putting his production on certain cosmetics in Brazil on hold for the time being until he can either manufacture or get more of this alcohol. But he is using 1.7 tons of gel and donating it for the pandemic. That is a lovely thing. We Jews are a very philanthropic people, and the Judeo-Christian value system is always, take care of your neighbor. Think about your neighbor. And I love seeing this kind of value system in action. So that was the first one. The second one is about Bank of America. Yep, I was pretty shocked too. Bank of America, this is very, very tiny print, so I am going to put my glasses on for this. Bank of America boosts hiring, worker pay amid coronavirus outbreak. Bank of America's Corporation Consumer Division has hired 1,700 people in critical support roles so far this month, as the industry faces a surge in customer service demand due to concerns about the coronavirus outbreak. And it goes on to say that as the need continues, they will be paying their employees, raising their salary, and hiring as many people as they possibly can. Again, big business, nice positive spin. The next one, for those of you that do a lot of Ubering, there is another company out there called Lyft. And when I travel, I do a lot of lifting. And it is the same kind of company as Uber. Well, we got this update today. Dear Gilah, they know me personally, I guess. First, we know no words will do justice to everyone's individual experience over the last couple weeks. All of us at Lyft feel the weight of our responsibility to the community, particularly right now. We know Lyft can be a critical lifeline for communities in need. Many people still need help reaching essential services, and many drivers count on this work for extra incomes. We're taking immediate action to help with both. supporting drivers and maximizing community impact. While ride demand is temporarily down, we're actively expanding services to create new opportunities for drivers, facilitate rides for those in need, and help distribute essential goods. To help protect drivers and the recipients, deliveries will be contactless. Here's what we're doing. Supporting delivery of medical supplies and providing access to necessary medical transportation, especially for low-income individuals. Supporting delivery of meals for those in need, including kids who receive free or subsidized lunch at school and homebound seniors. 3, using our platform to alert riders and drivers about key safety and public health updates, including curfews and shelter-in-place orders throughout our app. Today, we activated Lift Up to donate tens of thousands of rides to those with essential transportation needs, especially for families and children, low-income seniors, doctors, and nurses. We're working with new and existing partners on this initiative, including United Way, World Central Kitchen, which is the philanthropy of my favorite hero, Jose Andres, Chef Jose Andres, and Team Rubicon. All riders and drivers are asked to stay home if they're sick and should work with a medical professional to discuss transportation options. If they need to see a doctor, per the CDC and local health guidelines and officials, anyone who suspects that they may have or is diagnosed should not use ride sharing. Lyft has many available resources for those seeking to provide help for their communities. For governments, nonprofits, and healthcare entities, let us know how we can help. If you're a foundation or philanthropic organization looking to help, email liftupcovid19funding@lyft.com. And this letter is signed by John and Logan, the Lyft co-founders, and they are suspending their salary until things settle down. So here, in the good news department, we have 2 non-Jewish businesses who are acting in a humanitarian sense and not using their resources for the better good. And that makes me very happy. And the other one, a Jewish businessman who is suspending work on his cosmetic company in order to donate much needed alcohol gel. Wonderful stories, so I wanted to share. The other thing that I told you I was writing a journal. I don't know what I do during the day, but I can assure you I don't sit on my butt and watch TV all day. But I was hoping that I could put more entries in my journal, but nah, not yet. But anyway, so this is the second one that I wrote, and I'm going to share that with you now. Entry number 2. Even though this is the second Shabbat that the shul was closed, it was our first official one staying in place. It felt strange not getting up, showering. I did shower though. Getting dressed and putting on my Shabbat best and going to shul. Instead, I confess, I slept late. I miss all my shul friends, and I'm wondering if many of them are Zooming to other synagogues for some Torah study and online davening. When you're stuck at home, you begin to look forward to things you normally don't pay a whole lot of attention to, such as getting the mail. What a surprise we had. We got a box from our daughter Shoshana. I jiggled it and knew that there were a bunch of her delicious mandelbrot, the Jewish version of biscotti, but there were other sounds that I could not identify in the package without opening. Disclaimer, I am still laughing. Inside was a little note that said, quarantine care package, with a whole bunch of wonderful and thoughtful goodies. Her mandelbrot would have been enough, but this was just fantastic. She sent one to our older daughter in New York City, where the quarantine has a much bigger meaning. I was feeling a bit sorry for myself because our family weekend was canceled, and it looks like the family seders for Passover will be as well. Any parent knows that it is a horrible feeling when you can't see your child due to circumstances beyond your control, and then this package arrived at our door. After Shabbat lunch, we took a walk to the parking lot of the JCC and walked around a few times. We saw no one. On our way back, as we entered our development, we saw another couple with their 2 little kids and greeted each other with Shabbat Shalom. Normally, I would be taking a nap after lunch, so this new Norm, our friend Norm, introduced us to some new neighbors. The little detours in our lives that all of a sudden take on significant meaning. Ta-ta for now is how I signed off. And a joke for you all, because there always has to be a little chuckle every day. And I thank Sherry Foy for her relentless delivery of humor. Max was talking to his psychiatrist. I've been having weird dreams recently, he says. In my dreams, I see my mother. But then I noticed that she had your face, doctor. I find this so worrying that I immediately awoke and can't get back to sleep. So I just lay in bed and I'm thinking about it until 7 a.m. Then I get up, make myself a slice of toast and some coffee. It's happened 3 days in a row. I was so upset today, I came straight here. Can you please help me explain the meaning of my dream? The psychiatrist kept silent for some time and then said, 1 slice of bread and toast and coffee? Do you call that breakfast? Signing off. Keep smiling and don't forget to wash your hands. Toodles!